Welcome back everyone to Pinetopia. I have been exploring my area here and I have found my first village. So let's go and check it out and see if it's a useful site for my fortification, and B, is it something that I could use otherwise. Now, this little bay here is really nice. And that could be a nice place in which to build a little fortified area. It's a pretty small village. Hello? We have a weaponsmith. We get an iron axe or an iron sword, but I'll need. See, there we have a farmer who wants grain and beetroot. Okay, and you have to. You have an iron sword, Bane of Arthropods. Well, if I have a spider spawner, that could be handy. And he also has a coal trade, which could be quite handy. Okay. There are two grindstones there. No wonder we have two weaponsmiths. Alright. And we have a cat here, so if we could get ourselves some... Ooh, okay. We go a little further than I thought. And we have some campfires here. A blast furnace, so there must be another type of smith here. Hello? Oh, he's unemployed. And we have a kid there. Oh, must be tending to the kid and no time to work. Alright, let's see. Ooh, spruce log. Some emeralds. Ooh. I have to think on that because usually I don't swipe things from the villagers. But who knows how I'll decide to do things in this particular run. I could see it as payment for helping to rebuild their village if I go along that route. Feathers. I guess that's appropriate if this is the Fletcher's house. Actually, blast furnace. I could at least use their blast furnace. Yes, of course, because see, okay, that's the farmer. I need to learn how to identify the various types of villagers now that we have the new version going in there. Actually, that's the Fletcher's house. See, if I tried to fortify this, I would have to... Okay, this is the center of town, it looks like, because that's where the bell is, so that's where everybody will meet when it gets late. There you go. I'm wondering, though, is he are those villagers trapped in there? We'll give them a chance to see if they can. You're right, because... Alright. Ooh, we got plenty of kids around here. So it's a promising village. The tricky thing then is to find a good place in which I could build fortifications and keep it safe. And that's always the tricky thing. I presume this is the same Fletcher shop I was in before. That's always the tricky thing, remembering where you've been so far. Now, everybody's going in and probably getting a little shut-eye. Right. It's starting to go down there, which means the moon is getting ready to come up, I guess. They're just going to stay there? I wonder if there are enough beds. We'll have to see about that. Yes, the blast furnace. Now, blast furnace is nice because it can smelt iron at a faster rate than you get at a regular furnace. Yeah, look at that. Whee! So I should be able to get my iron for that. Now, while that goes on, See, that's that Fletcher shop, I'm pretty sure. Just what's the east there? Right. What is here? This is the... Ooh, diamonds! Yes. And... Okay. Yeah, they seem to like coming into this place. So I don't know if that is an accident on purpose, or actually, is there somebody? There's something upstairs? Oh. No, it's just the architecture of the place. Okay. Trying to get used to how things are being built here. Obviously, this must be a taiga village. Right. We have all the little things that are different here. So now I have a little tour of it. I'll probably take a bigger tour of it when things are better. But if I fortify this area, that will mean I can put some defenses right around about the isthmus here. That would be the... That'll put that part to be easy to defend. Now we do have to worry about drowned coming out of the water. So that'll be something that I'll have to do. Ooh. A nice place for me to gather resources. I just have to remember is that I don't have spells as I have in Mage Rage, so, because I was thinking, oh, why don't I just go zip and head down? No, I can't do that. And I could tame some cats to help keep out creepers. That would be good. So that's what I have here. I know, I'm starting to think like a villager, right? Right, well, yeah, the cat. Here we have some berries. We have the center of town. Ah, alright. So I think we can have a viable village here. Then I could build various workstations and decide what I need. For example, a library would always be nice. When I saw the stand up here for a moment there, I thought that it was a skeleton. Alright, there's my iron. Good. I think I like the place. Yeah, there are cats all over the place. So that's good. I think the first thing I'll be needing to do is to get a map. Because with a map, I'll be able to see what the layout of this village is and see if it's really a good candidate for me to put in some fortifications, help keep them out. Because first thing I'm going to do, of course, is to get a minor wall. Then after that, I can get things really moving up here. This sounds like it's going to be a... I might be able to get cross from there to there, water to water, in order to help keep zombies and the like out of there. So that means our main tricky thing is here. Now I could also extend the village out here is another possibility. Ooh, all sorts of things I can do. All sorts of things. I think one of the first things I need to do is to get down here. Oh, actually, sugarcane. I do have 2 on me that I picked up earlier. But I figure get as much of this as possible growing. Then I want to create some paper and create a map. And I want the map in order to see what the village is like. And I think that's where we could get some seriously get started. Yes. Now, getting down there without getting killed. First, let's heal up a little bit. Not that you can heal up all that much with berries, but I'll be able to find something else to eat at some point. Because we do have all those cattle there, which could be useful. I could raise them once I... There was a farmer there, so obviously there must be some crops here. Right? If not, my first action will have to be, oh, pumpkins. They're growing pumpkins. Yeah. Now, I think that the pumpkins are too dense over here. So I am going to take these, let them grow, and let's see which ones are. See, I think a pumpkin needs needs dirt in order needs a dirt block next to it. I don't think stone works for that, so I will take those away and give those some opportunities. That could grow there, that could grow there, that could. Yeah. Alright. I'll have to rearrange these at some point. You get the idea. So, let's see. Okay, there's our Fletcher. What's the Fletcher one? He wants sticks. 32 sticks for an emerald. Ooh. And I can get 16 arrows in return. Okay. And sticks are easy to get. I just have to take down a few of these trees and easy to get sticks. And of course, sticks now fall from. Ooh, maybe I should start getting some better tools. That's another thing I should be getting. I've used to Mage Rage where you really don't have to worry about getting tools all that much because I just use my mining spell and get everything. Well, that doesn't work anymore. I have to get used to real Minecraft. Let's see, what do we have to do here? Oh, ah! Well, I didn't really need to plant those berry bushes, but oh well. That'll give us a little extra food there. And what did I want to do? I want to get a. See, pickaxe is always nice to have. Pickaxe or. Yeah, actually, I need the pickaxe more than I need the axe. And for the axe, I think I'll just make a stone axe for now, and that should be sufficient. Good. And I already have shears. If I don't have an axe, then a sword. And a sword. And that'll give me the tools I need in order to get started. Good. Let's bring that down. See how everything is going. Good. Sun is setting, so I get used to the cycle there. And I still, of course, need to learn not to walk into the berries. It has some nice places here where I can build out to if I decide to make a relatively large village here. So I have room for expansion, and that's always nice, and I don't have to worry about multiplayer worlds where I have to make sure I don't go into other people's territory or anything like that. Good. I think this is going to do. I headed down to the hole and I found a little bit of iron, 12 pieces to be exact, so that's good. And I also found a couple of skeletons. So I now have some bone that I could turn into either bone meal or white dye. And yes, in 1.14 there is a distinction between bone meal and white dye. So that's something I'll have to keep in mind for the future. But this means that there are means of getting white dye other than by killing skeletons, such as, I believe that there's now white flour that you can use instead. There you go. But I think getting a good supply of coal, and maybe I could find some more iron, but I think that'll be a good way in which to get started here. So I suspect that in the long run, I'll want a safer means of getting up and down on this place. I know. Pretending I'm a villager sounds like. Let's see. Maybe if I could get some scaffolding, it would be good, but that means finding a jungle. But that's probably one of the goals I'm going to have anyway, is to get to a jungle and use that. All right, let's see. We want that. We want that. Oh, is that really where I wanted to come up? All right. Well, fine. I'll just have to do it that way. All right, there you go. Up, up, and up. Good. Now to chop some wood, start earning some emeralds, and also, of course, I'll be needing it for the first stage of building this place. Oh, before I do that, though, let's cook the iron. I found their grain field. Not much to speak of. I'll have to improve this a little bit if I am going to make this a source for trading. I have to take a complete census of the place and see what we have and what we could do. See, we obviously have a farmer there. We've got a pair of, I think it's toolsmiths that use these things. I think the armor smith uses the blast furnace, so we'll probably have an armor smith somewhere, though I haven't seen one yet. And it looks like the sugarcane is starting to grow, which is good because with all these pumpkins here, I should have little trouble in making pumpkin pie, which could be a nice source of sustenance. Ah, this looks like he could be the armor smith. Yeah, armor novice. Let's see, 15 coal, right? He's gathered a lot of coal. I don't have enough coal for a trade yet. Well, I could do a little trading, but not much. And I could also get an iron chest plate for 9 emeralds. An unlikely one. I'll probably mainly rely on the coal. See if... Oh, that's the Fletcher I was talking about earlier. And what do you have? Potatoes? Oh, that's because are there any potatoes around here? Well, I guess I'll have to just see if I can find some way of finding some potatoes. Ouch, 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 ouch. Because that sounds like what I'm going to have to trade in order to work with this farmer. And that looks like a pumpkin of some sort. That looks like grain. That might be grain, right? Yes, wheat. Yeah. These guys really like their pumpkins. I also have some turtles here, which would be nice. Maybe I could do something with them. Since I don't think I haven't done anything with turtles in the... At least after 1.13 got released. I don't think so. I have to see if I could come up with something. But that means getting my fortification up first, because turtles only really have their eggs hatched during the night, and if it's not nighttime, no baby turtles. I can't do much in that case. And that means I need to wait until I have the village fortified. So they sort of all tie in together. I think for our next episode, we are going to head out, look for a jungle so I could get some scaffolding, and also, hopefully by that time, I will have a map, because I have some iron here. Yes, I have 12 iron, which I've just took out of the furnace, and I can use Well, I'll need some redstone. So I'm going to have to dig deep in that mine I've got, see if I get some redstone. That way I could get a compass. Or, of course, there's always the possibility that I can make a cartographer's table and create a cartographer, because I do notice that we do have one or two unemployed villagers still, and we could give them a job, make them all happy, because that's our job here, is to keep them safe and make them happy. And once we have that, we can then maybe get a map this way. But whether I do it by that or by getting some redstone, we'll have to find that out in the next episode of Piney Plays of Minecraft Pinetopia.